the Native Hawaiians have nothing, it feels like, in our own, in our own land, the only place that we call home. And a lot of people don't understand that.
As long as the Hawaiians in their own homeland are not able to have the same kinds of the potential, the opportunities that other people have here, as long as they are at the bottom of all of the social well-being indicators, as long as they are the ones who suffer most from poverty, as long as they are the ones who don't do as well in schools, as long as they are the ones who end up in prisons more often than others, as long as that hurt exists, and as long as that harm and that suffering exists, Kamehameha Schools is needed. Because Kamehameha Schools gives all of those people the opportunity for the one thing that helps with all of those issues, and that's education.
In 1887, the Kamehameha Schools were established under the will of Princess Bernice Pauahi Bishop. It states that these schools are intended for, quote, the support and education of orphans and others in indigent circumstances, giving the preference to Hawaiians of pure or part Aboriginal blood. Princess Pauahi sought to restore her people their future, giving their children the opportunities they had been denied. The Bishop Estate Trust, a non-profit organization, funds the operation of 3 campuses as well as various community programs, reaching beyond its students to all Native Hawaiians. Its large endowment of $6.8 billion is exceeded only by top Ivy League colleges, such as Harvard or Yale. Everything I have, I owe to Kamehameha. I know people my age who could have gone to Kamehameha, but decided not to. Now, they've dropped out of school, no money, some addicted to drugs, getting arrested, others already have kids. You see things like that and you think, what if that had been me? I'm just this poor kid from a bad neighborhood, and yet I got this great private school education. My own family was doubtful I had any opportunities, unsure if I would or even could go away to college. Now, I'm going to college in New York.
Some of the memories, oh God, so many, like being a part of speech and debate team, being in student government, meeting with administration, Kui Kapono marches, the plays that were there, the dancing, song contest, amazing.
It's a really proud school. I think the alumni carry a pride that I think some other schools, alumnus, don't carry. When we're given so many opportunities while we're there, and so I think that's why most people want to go there.
But now, Kamehameha Schools is in jeopardy.
Federal District Court Judge Alan Kay ruled for Kamehameha in a second lawsuit, filed on behalf of the boy known only as John Doe. Judge Kay's decision was appealed, and a year later, in November of 2004, a 3-judge panel from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals heard arguments for and against Kamehameha's policy of granting Native Hawaiians a preference for admission to the schools.
I don't think any of us saw it coming.
Native Hawaiians still reeling from the Circuit Court of Appeals ruling striking down Kamehameha Schools' admissions policy.
A federal appeals court rules that Kamehameha Schools' Hawaiians-only admission policy is unconstitutional.
What's next for the Kamehameha Schools following a court ruling that could change who is allowed in forever?
We begin with a major defeat for the Kamehameha Schools. A federal appeals court judge today ruling the admissions policy at the schools violates U.S. civil rights law.
It is a big defeat for Kamehameha Schools and may have wide-ranging implications well beyond the school's 3 campuses.
The question many are asking today, will the court's decision eventually affect other programs for Native Hawaiians?
It was clearly her intent that preference be given to children of Native Hawaiian ancestry.
It's been our stance that that our preference policy is just, that our preference policy is right.
This case is about thousands of Hawaiian students and their right to be educated under their princess's will.
We're much more aware of the issues concerning our people, and going to public school, there are a lot of people who don't understand. Most of them don't even know the history of Hawaii, like how it was an illegal annexation, how our culture was banned.
This is our ancestral homeland, and there are native rights that are recognized worldwide, indigenous rights, and the United States has never, ever recognized indigenous rights for Native people.
Hawaii is not like Arkansas. It's not like Wyoming. It's like no other place on earth.
I do not need a court to force others to give me a gift that was not intended for me.
What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now!
This is the time to get together, and this is the time to meet and gather as a people and make some real hard decisions on where we go and how we move forward as a people.
Thousands united in support of Kamehameha Schools. Both Hawaiian and non-Hawaiian marched in unison across the nation. For the first time, we all came together, organized, determined, fighting for our native rights.